Hey guys, welcome to the stream. We're doing some hell diving, some super hell diving, in fact. And okay, so I was on Martal earlier. Maybe I did see them and I just didn't notice as much. Might be a colorblind thing.
Well, that's where we're
Oh,
going.
are you updated or am I not updated? One of us is.
I'm updated.
Maybe I'm not updated. It says we're in a
So I
different.
like I just updated today.
I've had this problem with Helldivers where it didn't auto update for me, and I had to run a repair. So let me just do that real quick. Well, give me a second here, guys. We'll just run a repair somewhere here. Verify integrity of gain files. I think this usually triggers it. And then we'll get back to it. I'm pretty excited. It's going to be fun with Mr. B and Polaris too. I dropped in earlier before the ESO stream, and I was like, I couldn't. I like queued random, and it put me in a group on like level 4, and I was like, I was like chatting, and I was like, this is really easy, and then it was like I'm level 4. Um, all right, GG's Nico. Hey, thanks for playing, man. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for coming in, and I was anyway. So I dropped, and then I made a group, and or I just like I'll just start one, and nobody joined, and then I threw out the SOS beacon, and I was like 15 minutes in soloing. It was like, okay, I don't think I have time to solo this whole thing, so it'll be fun to be with a group, professional hell divers, if you will. Cool. So that's still going.
Alright, Super Destroyer's spinning up. Oh wait, no, shoot, I uninstalled Helldivers. Crap.
Oh no.
I'll join you guys in a little bit, I
Oh
guess.
no, you running low on disk space, or
Yeah,
I was like, he's not about it.
I hadn't played it in a minute, and it is like 90 gigs.
Yeah.
I'll never uninstall this game just because they hit us with buffs like they did today.
Yeah, dude. Well, they just keep adding stuff. Like we got new units, we're getting a war bond. I don't know. The bugs. You know they
I
got
I,
Illuminate coming.
I really want to know like where they get the money for this.
So here's the thing, man. I think that literally like so yeah, it was like a smaller team and stuff like that, right? And then they had a ton of success. But I literally think that it's just the problem with the AAA game companies being so damn greedy. It's just never enough, and they just want games that throw off cash. And I just think that they're just not that greedy, and they have plenty of money, and so they can keep pumping stuff in and make good. It's crazy to me that I mean it's like any business. It's like if you make a good product that people want to buy, you get more customers. It's not rocket surgery, you know.
I mean, there's not much to buy though. That's the thing. I buy for the war bonds. I do. I'm gonna be honest. Some people don't. Like they pull a Scally, and no offense to Scally, it's just that's what he does. He knows how to farm the super credits.
Yeah, no, but I mean I don't know. I think that's yeah. Well they could make more money, but I don't think they need to, and I think that shows that other companies don't need to either. They just always have to, right? So ESO recently, where they reneged on it, they changed their mind after people were pissed off, but it was probably the case that they were trying to meet some sort of financial goal where they made it where you weren't going to be able to buy the new dungeons with crowns. You're going to have to pay cash because they needed more cash. And if people are sitting on a bunch of crowns that they haven't used, then they don't generate more revenue that way. And so it's like they companies constantly do. And I mean, the fact that a house in ESO costs $110 or at least 100, and the Apex mounts cost hundreds. I don't remember. I was it like 1,600 or something, something insane. If like
Like to roll for it
to
on
roll, well,
average.
well, the easiest way to get one is actually to play it so much that, um, oh, I think I'm low on disk space. I don't know why it's saying that. I think the easiest way is to just like get. Sorry, let me fix this real quick. I think the easiest way or the cheapest way is to get enough like things turned into gems and then buy it with gems. Like that's what's going to happen before you actually get it randomly. And so even doing that, it's still like I did a video on it and I did the math on it and it was like over. I think it was like 1,600.
Jesus. You know, I did the like I rolled once, like one Radiant Apex mount in my like 7 years, 5,000 hours playing the game. I rolled one, and
Yeah,
that one that I rolled, I put it in my house immediately, like showed it off to everyone because it was like, wow, I beat the odds. But yeah, they're ridiculous, dude. And some of them, mind you, I rolled a cool one. I rolled like the wolf made out of lightning and like the Storm Matcher one,
okay.
and I thought that was pretty cool. But there's some where it's like, who designed this PNG file and put it in the game? Because this seems like this is an intern's work.
Well, that's the thing too is they just reskin everything. It's not like they're making like original stuff. They're just reskinning everything.
Like the 6 types of mounts that are always in the game, they're not
Yeah.
giving us. I mean, they gave us the. I remember when they gave us like the spider and the crab ones. Like those were pretty cool at first, but now that they just made a bunch of those.
So I pulled up the video. I remember the audio was really bad on this, but so I did expected value calculations on everything. Yeah, so Radiant Apex. Oh, it was only 800. 128 for like this armor set. Oh yeah, 800 for the mount. So only 800, not 1,600. Um, I was way off. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, sorry, I'd recorded too much and filled up my hard drive, so it's almost done.
No worries.
Like I want companies to make money because I want them, because I want them to continue to be able to make good games. But I've continually seen that whole thing where like what you're saying and how you feel like, hey, they're not, they're where they're adding content and they're like not demanding or asking for more money really. Like one is there's a lot of people that buy the war bonds, which is that's great, it works well. And if you don't want to, you don't have to, and you could still get everything in the game without like grinding for 10,000 hours or whatever. But I constantly see with more independent games that kind of stuff happens. They made enough. I mean, Baldur's Gate, right? Can you imagine how much extra money Baldur's Gate would have made if they would have put in microtransactions?
Oh yeah.
I mean, but they already made a killing, and they run a business in such a way they don't have to fire people. It's like, hey, congratulations, we shipped the game. Also, you're fired because we don't need you anymore, and we're gonna go down to a skeletal crew to keep everything, and then we'll rehire you in a year or whatever when we figured out what we're doing for our next game. I don't know. It's just the evil corpse, man. Greedy people being greedy. And when you see like an independent game come in, like they just show that like, hey, it doesn't have to be like that.
It doesn't, but we want money.
Just like a bunch of dragons sitting on their gold hoard.
Smaug.
Mm-hmm. There's like they only did like one or two videos, but they were like top notch of a D&D group that there was like it was like they're pretending to be the CEO, and they're like, so what are we doing here? Oh, okay, so there's dragons. Those are the good guys, right? Because they have all the gold. It's like, yeah.
That is funny.
Dude, it's like verifying. I don't know. 67, 68. like the endless archive, which is like one of the bigger changes to ESO. Like they spent the same time they would spend on dungeon, like a set of dungeons for that. They're like, oh, this is a big new thing, and it's like actually they spent 3 months on it. That's at least according to interviews that they had done about it, stuff like that. So come on. And the thing is with like a lot of this stuff too is like it's not the game developers themselves that are doing it. Sorry guys, we're just hanging out watching a loading screen. I'm watching everybody leave. It's not the game developers that are. It's not the people that want to make the cool game, right? They're not the problem. It's the corporate people that are the problem that just can't have enough gold. They just can't. Got to have more money. So. But it's nice. These companies slowly, they get larger, like Larian over time. They get larger and larger, and then, you know, it just gets to the point where like, hey, they can hire more people, and then they can have a sustainable business, and it's awesome to see. Hey, we're in. I guess this is why I didn't see those guys. I was on the wrong version of the game.
Oh boy.
Also, why I couldn't find a group, I guess. Just me and a handful of other people that didn't get the update running around. Dur.
Yeah, I guess if you weren't on a version where people could play with you, you probably wouldn't be getting a lot of people to play with.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, though, that I did get some, so,
Yeah, some people didn't update too.
Yeah. I have to have at least 2 terabytes, and it was full, so. Periodically, I have to go through and remember to delete my live streams. Cadet and I are reporting for duty, sir.
Are you ready to kill some bots?
Yes, sir. I was born to kill, sir.
How did it take me the same amount of time to download the game that it took you to download the update? What is happening?
He had to repair.
I had to repair, and I think that I had like completely ran out of memory, so I think that probably Windows was having to do some funny stuff to.
Greetings, Helldiver. The Galactic War
Oh,
awaits.
connection to server failed.
I got the same thing, but we're both still here. We can both still kill.
Okay, all right.
Arrowhead. Oh no, we're putting bullets through heads.
Get in here, Polaris. We got things to kill.
Log Sojoth. Super Earth Control. How do you guys feel about the new war bond? How's that looking?
Sorry,
I
guys, let me
think
get.
that looks pretty dang cool.
Dude, I just found out it was Wild West theme. I didn't know we had info about it. What are we getting?
So we're getting a lever action.
Continue our progress.
We are getting not a jump pack, a hover pack.
What?
Dude, watch the
Hover
trailer.
Pack and Flamethrower are gonna go crazy.
It's like you literally like hover about like 20 feet in the air, and the guy was just like shooting, rain down shots from the air.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm pretty sure the armor might not be as good, but it'll certainly be cool, because to my knowledge, it has to do with your secondary weapon and it makes it so like you pull it out, you reload it a lot faster. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like increased reload speed, draw speed, holster speed, and reduced recoil from what I'm reading right now. But only on your secondary. However, don't let me stop you there. The we have been known to have things in the past that have only been meant to be applied to one type of weapon, and it's been applied to all of them. So we can hope that Arrowhead makes a little oopsie daisy,
Right.
and
So I think I'm going to try the Eruptor.
What'd you say it did again?
you remember with the siege armor where we got it was supposed to be just 20, or just for the primaries, and it was for everything. So with this, just for the quote unquote secondaries, we'll see if it applies to everything.
Yeah, I wasn't listening. What does it do for the secondaries?
Holster speed, draw speed, reload speed, and recoil.
Oh,
And we're getting a kind of like laser hand cannon that shoots like pew 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 pew, like so. We'll see. We have a defense mission.
Is there no siege ready medium?
Not no, there's not to
Okay.
my knowledge.
I think I'm going to try the Eruptor since it's on the see how it does against some of the bigger guys.
Yeah,
Oh, are we
actually,
doing a
I'm
defense?
gonna give it a shot too, cause so from I heard that it can now shoot the Hulks in the eyes and kill them.
Okay. I mean that makes sense. They also buff the ships. I caught the I didn't catch the trailer. I just caught like the live or whatever the video they put out that was like talking about all the changes.
Oh, they buff these ships and then the Illuminate ships. But now mechs have 3 uses
No. Okay. That's
instead
fun.
of just 2.
Yeah. Dude, I like the buffs, man.
Although I think the biggest buff the Stalwart. That got a fairly nice change. Although the real buff, let's be honest here, how they
It's the friends we
reorganized
made
the
along the way.
stratagems.
what you did?
Yeah, like look at it. All the backpacks are together. All the
Ooh,
vehicles
I
are
love
together.
that.
Yeah.
Wait, what's our mission?
Defense.
Oh,
Defense. Yeah.
I should be doing a much different loadout.
Yeah, it's cool. Did they? I think it was all the assault rifles. Was it also submachine guns?
Yeah, they all got a damage boost.
Yeah, that's nice.
We'll just bring the recoilless. We'll be responsible.
Thanks.
And
Thanks.
then
All right. Sorry that the chat bot was down there for a second, guys.
the Eruptor's range, or possible range before the thing detonates, also was increased.
Which one's that?
The Eruptor.
Well, yeah, I heard you. I just don't remember.
So you know how like the projectile will detonate, like midair.
Nah, not really. I just need to try it. I guess it's been a while.
Yeah, so they made the distance the projectile can go
Oh shit!
far,
Whoa.
farther.
Did I hit you?
Yes.
My bad.
You're good. You mean?
Unforgivable.
I've already forgiven him.
I haven't. Your punishment will come through emancipator exosuit.
I feel like this this primary, the This is the disruptor that I'm using. I feel like it could the same thing I do with a jar on the bugs, and kind of swap the primary. I feel like it could possibly do for the bots.
Yeah.
At least that's a bit of my hope.
All right. Let's see if one hit from the recoilless will still knock these things out of the sky. I don't think it will.
Yeah, you might have to hit the engines again.
I was still
Yeah.
with the anti-tank. I was still able to two-hit. Oh, never mind. I wasn't on the updated version. Never mind.
We will see what happens.
God, this game looks so good. Just like we got Auroras going on.
$40 game. Just mind remember that.
$40 game. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy the value.
All right. That was one hit that did not get it down. Let's try hitting it in the engines. Oh, that was a bad test, so the people were hitting it.
I'm still able to two-hit the engines. I'll let you go after this one.
All right.
It's cool. Like I listened to the video and they're like, yeah, people, like for some groups of people, being able to shoot down the ships on these kind of missions kind of trivializes it. And it's like, yes, exactly. It's like, man, it feels so good to be seen, Like
Make us play the game.
they understand.
no.
It gets boring, like legit.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
play with people who are bad, and we just start getting overwhelmed, like actually having fun.
Whoa, dude, this explosive thing is kind of crazy.
The fantasy of these missions is a heroic last stand.
All right. The engines will get him.
All right. Oh, there's a Hulk, I think. Oh, jeez. If I don't get killed, one shot by something.
About that.
Was that you?
No, that was not me.
Oh, okay.
I hope I don't get killed. Well,
Hey, here we go.
Oh, that's the incineration guys.
Are they here? They're here? The AI seems to be a little bit confused. I know they were supposed to be buffing that because it was a little bad. Oh, yep, they are here. That's why I keep getting lit on fire. That's cool. Now it's also another reason to use the sickle on these guys.
mech down.
Dude, did that get knocked down before? I don't remember that. Can I ask for a call then?
My bad.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, Lyriel. Am I good on Liberty and Copium? Thank you so much for
What
asking.
did you just hit me with?
I could use
Do
some
they have
Copium.
shotguns?
I could use a little bit
They
of
have
Copium,
flame
but
shotguns.
I think I'm good on
What the hell
Liberty.
is going on here?
Yeah, they look like the incendiary, like we would use against the bots or the bugs. I mean.
I think they listened to the feedback of the Predator strain and said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it, just barely.
Go commit suicide again, probably, but.
Alright, well, I'm out of
Whoa.
ways to fight back.
Dude, it's tough out there.
I have one option.
Oops.
Requesting sentry. Calling down fortifications.
Dude, what?
Okay, these.
Dude, gonna need to use like anti-fire armor for sure.
I was 11 killed in one shot.
Nice.
Wait, someone's behind us?
Uh-oh.
Are they? No, I think I just shot put past.
Too many stims.
Possible. That's a Strider.
I'll work on it. Just give me a second.
They have mortars?
Oh, what?
Anyone got a counter tank?
Yep. Oh, I didn't kill it.
They're dropping shit on me? Not cool.
Oh, yeah.
New mag.
Something's hitting us.
Did you get it?
Yep, got him. Shit, I need ammo.
2 seconds, we got supplies.
I just called down a whole other recoilless.
We have a Hulk coming in. I got him. The thermite.
I need help with a factory Strider if anyone's got, you know. Like, I don't want to inconvenience you or anything.
Hang tight, hang tight.
Not really. I got some grenades.
Can I take your recoilless?
Oh wait,
Yeah, go for it.
will this thing kill it? It's heavy.
Maybe under the belly it won't.
Oh yeah. I think that worked. That's awesome.
Calling down a sentry.
You know.
Ooh, I think the eruptor might have been a bad idea.
Yeah. It just. I mean, it's cool. It's doing good stuff, but
Polaris, I'm gonna need your gun when you die.
Well, I mean, I wasn't planning on dying, but see what I can do.
I don't know, man. I think it's like, I think it can work. I just am not feeling like I'm experienced with it personally.
I think one of them could work. Like one singular one, not two, because we're struggling with all the little guys now.
Well, I think you got to do the you got to do your support weapon as your
There's
primary.
supplies right there, by the way.
Yeah.
I just left mine like, oh shoot, I just left mine like super far out. Thank you, my love.
Oh shit. Where?
Joining the fray. Calling down a sentry.
Use that heavy machine gun emplacement if you need it.
Probably will in a little bit. That 120's giving us the space we need right now, though. So, God bless whoever threw that down.
That was me.
Requesting order.
I got a little bit more firepower coming in too.
We got a walker coming in.
I do got a walker coming in.
Got him.
Are you shitting me?
What
Well,
happened?
that walker's not of use to us. He put it on the top of a pillar.
Oh,
no!
shit.
Can you blow it down?
I mean,
It'll
it'll
just
destroy the walker.
Oh. Oh, we get contact right, Mr. Me. They drop
know,
a bunch of guys.
Oh,
Get-
shit.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff over here. Oh, there's a walker now too. Perfect.
I've got the main corridor pretty solidly held down.
Alright. Do you think, man? I got that.
Nice.
I meleeed one of the incinerator little guys and it just blew me up. Hell yeah. It was hitting the generator though, so worth it.
Oh, accidentally drop supplies up on the hill here.
Where am I burning from?
You got hit by a
Game.
mortar.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
One of the flame mortars.
Oh, we get another walker.
I'll work on it in a second.
Requesting sentry.
Alright, we got it.
Nice. The flak on this thing is pretty cool.
Yeah. When this thing came out, they originally had flak, then they removed it, and then when they made that huge like buff everything patch, they put it back. But it used
Oh,
to not have the
dude.
flak.
Just one-shotted the shredder tank with the disruptor.
I hit it
That's-
there.
Oh,
I'm not
did
gonna
you?
lie. I hit it there with the tank.
Oh, shoot. I was like, wait, what? That's pretty cool.
That would have been awesome though.
That would be awesome.
Alright. This is getting a little scary, you know?
As it should be.
This one
stop.
getting hit.
Orbital inbound.
Players, I'll keep on the main corridor if you want to try and find the stragglers.
Calling down fortifications.
Got it.
The eruptor is actually doing work now.
Oh my gosh. It's just too hard to shoot it in the eye with
The
this thing.
reprimand buff is noticeable.
The accuracy's getting better.
It is easier to hit things. They gave it mild rifling.
Mild rifling.
I don't know how that works, but that's what they did.
Oh boy. Is there a problem that more bullets cannot fix? Absolutely not.
Super Earth High Command says no.
Get on there!
I'm pretty confident that humans and robots don't go to the same hell. But if we do, I'll see you there.
There is a bug with the eruptor right now where the last round it will not show the chambering animation for oh shit. something hitting this? No, it doesn't look like it.
Rocket Strider got a lucky shot in.
That's not good.
Dude, this is it's just like, how could this game get better? And then it's like it gets better.
They have suicide bots now.
Oh no.
Oh, we lost generator.
We've only got one more rocket. It's okay.
I don't know how to kill these guys. I do not have the right weapon for meleeing these guys.
Shoot them in the legs. It doesn't explode them.
Okay, but I think my disruptor is probably just gonna blow everything up. But nice.
All right, we somehow did that.
Yeah, that was
Let's get out of here.
teamwork. I definitely wasn't doing a whole.
Oh no, I got launched in the water. I got launched in the water.
Dude,
How'd you find
water? Oh no.
You will be remembered. Where's shuttle landing? Okay, I gotta get over there. Smoke grenade, save me. Go!
Get
Don't
off.
wait over me.
Stimming and running, stimming and running.
Stepping and running.
There's a tank. There are 2 tanks in the way, actually. I don't know what I can do about that.
Climb over, climb over.
Oh, now there's a shield. Oh, now I'm just gonna punch the ground.
I mean,
Oh,
now
I can't. Yeah, no, that wasn't happening.
we shall also remember you.
That was my only death.
I died like 6 times. Running around up front.
Yeah, but you were like up there being the first wave, man. You were the first line of defense. They only got to us when they got past you.
I want to put on the fire armor and the sickle now, but I just feel like I need to try out all the new stuff.
I think I might just put on the fire armor to put on the fire armor. Because that was terrifying.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Actually, I'll try the Rubber Man.
Did they buff the Liberator? Because like the Liberator was already freaking good.
They buffed all the
Oh my
really
god,
every single assault rifle got a 10 damage increase.
that's epic. I feel so loved, you know.
You are a nice auto rifle guy.
Who gave the heavy devastators cookout?
I know, right? Dude, I think at some point they're using the like the breaker incendiaries, weren't they? Basically, like it was just like
a lot of shit.
a whole bunch of little like things just to light you on fire.
All right, let's try the reprimand. But that was terrible. Who allowed this?
What else? Oh, I could try the slugger. They buffed the slugger, right?
Engaging orbital thrusters.
They did buff the slugger. They gave it a lot more. They gave it less
Thank you,
spread
wife of the
and more,
Helldiver.
a little bit more damage.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. If you can, get you one of them Helldiver wives. They're pretty amazing. They'll bring you liberty while you're delivering democracy. A little copium if you need it, aka
Like-
protein.
My girlfriend uses the incendiary hell pods. I think that's
You fucked up, dude.
Shit. What does that even look like? Just throwing flaming stuff on your.
Oh, do you not know that, Booster? The incendiary
Oh,
hell
just like
pods.
like I thought you were joking about IRL. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, yeah, I do. I mean, it's super fun. Like I trolled and did it, and there was these 2 guys that were like talking to each other, like they didn't know me and Wicked could hear them, and they're like, it landed. They didn't notice that I'd grabbed it, and they're like, Like, oh god, what hit me? And then there was like, oh, that's the stupidest fucking thing to choose, and it was just really funny that got to surprise him. Yeah, it's awesome. Did she do it for fun or just, you know?
Yeah, she does it for fun.
Yeah.
I don't get the fun.
I mean,
don't get
hey, I get it. I get it. Sorry, I can't find the weapon I want.
Yeah, it all got rearranged.
Yeah, it's nice that they're organized, but I'm like, I don't know where stuff's at. It did need some organization, so that was cool. And they noticed that because they play, and so they're like, hey, we're missing something. I could also bring an Uber. Who would prefer?
I'll be walking around in a mech suit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be blowing stuff up.
Sorry, just getting the drip going here.
Yeah, I'll bring the railgun.
Railgun, eh?
Yeah, it's really good for the hulks and can get stuff like those like fucking little bitch boy cannons on the fortress.
I just
Speaking
landed in
of-
the middle of 3 hulks. Hi guys. I'm just gonna pop a smoke and run away. Never mind.
Oh, dude.
Reinforcing!
Dotted 2, I think. And it got him. Alright. So
Alright,
if it,
I got lore theory. So why on earth do we got these like glowing blue beacons? How do people not see these? What if it's a light wave that only Helldiver armor can see? It's what the bots are just like, hey, look at that red sign.
well,
Telling me exactly where it's gonna land.
I mean, it could make sense, right? If it's blue light, like maybe it's like, you know, a pretty dense wavelength. And in theory, if they could be using like infrared to detect heat, 'cause it's probably easier to find us. You know. So I like your theory. Could just be the wavelength.
Lead me to the slaughter.
Holy shit. These guys do not play around.
Oh, dude, it's off the big hulks. That's who's shooting the mortars. Dude, very
Yeah, I just saw him do it too. That was crazy.
Yeah, it's very Warhammer-ish, right? Like they look very Warhammer-ish to me, more so than everything else we've seen. Because it just feels like they've got a, you know, a tabard
Dude.
on their back or whatever. Oh,
Hilarious. Just get out of there. I'm hell bombing these fuckers.
dude.
Save your ammo.
I just got blasted. Nice. Oh, you just gonna stay with it?
Yep.
Ride or
I
die?
don't got a choice.
Nice. How many kills you get there?
This is 14. But I got a strider to tank.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Worth it.
That counts extra.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Alright, what's here? This thing? This is here.
Reloading.
Calling in a hell bomb.
I just shot a whole mag of the reprimand, and it did feel better.
Hellbomb armed. Clear the area.
Calling down a sentry.
Ah, shit.
Oh my god.
We got gunship factory.
Wow, this is crazy.
I just destroyed that by dropping a gunship on it. That was pretty cool.
Requesting air support.
I know I keep saying this, but I just don't understand how this game got even better. Like, it's just...
Team reload required.
Dude, now I see what you mean by this fucker had a breaker incendiary.
Yeah, yeah, it's a little widespread, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa!
And he was shooting like dun 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 dun.
Oh my god, don't shoot me. What is shooting at me? Everything? Something keeps
That's
hitting
why
me.
it's not overcharging.
Oh, it's the friggin' rocket sentry? What is it shooting at over here? Guess it's not hitting me, so. It's gonna go to get that jammer real quick. Are you guys good?
Yeah, I mean I'll meet you there. I got a hell bomb.
I got the secondary that. Oh,
I'll come with you. Just back up.
yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea. I will take the backup for sure. Got some super credits. Cool. We're top. Oh, we gotta reload then. Yeah, got everything you need here.
Dropping package.
Hopefully you didn't need that ammo that I just grabbed.
Nah, I'm all good. I'm
Okay.
loaded it.
Sorry, I was trying to refill my recoilless. Anybody remember the effective range on this thing?
Any of y'all free to like save my life?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this knife. You want to make your way there?
Okay. Oh, it didn't. Oh, it didn't take care of it. I didn't even realize
It-
that.
No, you got a what's it called? You got the factory. You know, get out of here. I got this. Might be a one-way trip, but we'll see. Oh, A4 got it.
Oh, we got an A4.
Jesus, I just got one hit by that mortar.
I think I'm somehow okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Well,
alright.
I'm up on the hill. Oh my god. Those dudes really explode, man. You gotta be careful.
Jeez.
We have a factory strider.
Oh, but of course.
No, I should be able to take it out. See if I can aim real good. Nope.
Reloading.
That'll do it. Oh my god. The breaker incendiary shots. They only do a couple of them, it seems like.
A4's got to get the hard drives.
Dude, even with the fire armor, this is still nuts. Whoa. Didn't see that guy. Oh, my weapon's bugged.
You want a guard dog for when you don't have a hell bomb?
Nah, because I want to carry the hell bomb pretty much all times.
Or
But thank you.
My aim is messed up on my primary, the shoddy. Is there any trick to getting that fixed?
I am unaware.
Oh my god. I am wearing fire armor, right? I just keep getting lit on fire. Oh my gosh.
what's the weapon inspect button again?
R?
Ah, yes, thank you.
Calling down a sentry.
Calling down a sentry.
Dude, I've never been lit on fire so many times.
This man has not used the double-edged sickle.
Freedom forever!
The funny thing is, I've used it a decent amount and I enjoy it. It's just
So yeah,
getting wrecked by these guys. I've got the oh god,
I am not.
factory strider.
I am in danger. Where's the factory strider?
It's dead. Dropped right next to me, so I just set one up the underbelly. It really does feel
Cover
like
you.
a breaker, like.
Reloading.
Your fire has no use against a mech suit. It, unironically, the fire does nothing to these things.
That's cool.
It just bounces off the chassis.
Acquired.
All right, I think we're heading north. Oh, gonna break a leg there. Just me, do you mind calling in supplies over there?
yeah. Just give me a second.
Wait, got a couple of reloads left.
Reloading.
Nice. Can't believe that hit.
Calling in a hell bomb.
Lyriel, it's going great. It's awesome. Absolutely love these new guys that are like, I mean, it's cool. They got new weapons and
Dude, all right. We're putting the we're putting the fire armor on next go round.
dude, I've got it on. I still don't feel like it's enough.
It's better than nothing.
It's definitely better. You have the light fire armor.
Yeah,
the
that's
damage
true.
reduction does go up with the higher
Okay.
ones.
Yeah, so, but no, Lyriel, it's awesome. I mean, I keep saying, like, I can't believe that, like, this game got even better, but by all accounts, it has. You doing good over there, Mr. Me, or do you want some company?
I'm good right now.
All right. I'm going to go cause some problems.
Dropping package. Requesting sentry.
Lyriel, I'm sorry I abandoned you to Helldive. But Super Earth needed me.
The enemy seeks my life,
Gets a
but I
tank.
claim theirs.
Nice.
Reloading.
Just remember, you're right, they're wrong.
I am the only justice in this cruel universe. I am out of ammo. I need to get out of here. I am out of arms.
Ooh.
Calling in reinforcements.
I'm gonna be honest, this was not at all what I expected from the incineration core.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
I was thinking like there's just gonna be like some more hooks, like not that there would be everyone armed with breaker incendiaries.
Well, yeah, and it's really cool. They have like cooldown on them, but they have like multiple different, weapon types that all kind of do fire. Like they're not just
Yeah.
spamming the breaker incendiary stuff, but yeah. And then they also like the AI was a little unresponsive. I think they like toned it down for, just because I think it was a bit much on some of the processing power. That they felt like they overdid it, so they turned it back up a bit. I honestly feel like it's a little broken right now. I don't feel like it's, but I just appreciate that they're trying to fix it and whatever. So it should be a little bit harder, or at least eventually if they get it dialed in correctly.
Package acquired.
That's the last one. No. Oh, there it is.
Dropping package.
I will say I do love this recoilless.
Package acquired.
It's pretty epic. What else do we got, guys?
I have had a time here. That is all I will say. I've had a time.
So, okay, well, this is pretty chill over here, so I think you got all the fun. We're heading to you now.
Calling down supplies.
If anyone wants a hell bomb, I've got one here.
Dropping package.
I don't know if I care enough about this head to actually carry it. I don't know. So, if you guys really want it, let me know.
I'll take it.
I think it's rolling
Oh,
down
wait,
the hill at you.
Requesting sentry.
I don't see anything. It says it's in the base, right?
I literally just dropped it, so it's got to be here. Should just be down the hill from where I'm at. Unless it's bugged.
I do not see it anywhere.
A4 is on top of it.
I see nothing. Oh, well.
You're like on top of it. That's weird. Oh, thanks, Robert. Sorry, guys. Let me fix that camera. Give me just
So
1
stratagem
second.
Jammer, gunship facility. That's 4.
Yeah, thank you,
secondaries that
Robert.
we've got.
Didn't even realize that. I'll be right back, guys.
Amazing. Nice job.
For democracy.
You got almost the whole thing.
Out of stims, out of ammo, not out of options.
I might just need to see if I can't
Whoa! Found something. How did I launch up into the sky?
find like a
Slide
second.
into the skybox. Whatever.
I know he got sent into orbit. They sent him into orbit. Oh yeah.
You got sent into orbit.
Yeah, I might just need to see if I can find a second hand one of those because I know they don't seem to make them anymore.
I think early extraction's not a bad idea.
Objective located. West. Reinforcing.
Just so that I can have one that I can plug in
Life.
without getting an aftermarket one that
Requesting air support.
I've heard sketchy things about her frying people's cameras and stuff like that. So
I didn't even get hit by anything.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
what else we got left? Just see the mortar. It looks like.
Yeah, artillery.
Yeah. Nameplate. Do we want samples? Hey, A4, do you need samples?
No.
Yeah, we don't care about samples then.
Just the ones that we grab along the way, you know.
Package acquired.
Yeah. I
We'll have some coming to help you out with that thing.
Thanks. The bots are giving me slight resistance.
It's funny just hearing people being lit on fire. Ah! Just like as you're running around.
Orbital inbound.
You know, that can be taken so out of context, but it's good we're playing a video game.
In Minecraft.
Dropping package.
What's weird, Polaris, is like that head was still there for me, man, and just was like, I don't know if you're out of sync with me or the head or I don't know.
Maybe. I could definitely just not see it though.
Do you want me to go ahead and call it in?
Dropping item.
Shortly. Give us like another minute. Or if it's looking bad, then yeah,
Coming
call
for
it.
us.
I saw a bunch of stuff land, but might be fine. Oh yeah, there's a lot, but
Package acquired.
I can't even find anything. I found one mini nuke, and that's it.
There's a bunch over there.
Alright.
woo!
Alright, but let's just load whatever we find.
Yeah, we're not gonna use all of it anyway.
Requesting
Yeah, we're gonna put that right there. Let's go ahead and get a 120 going over there.
calling it extraction.
Right, you're gonna have an explosive, and then a mini nuke, and then another explosive, and the rest, don't worry about it.
All right, cool.
I got the last one. Just stand by the thing. Get ready to go in a sec. So wait, Polaris, how is like the actual fire armor? The heavy one or the medium one you got on?
Medium. It's been working. Keeps me alive. I can take multiple hits without burning stuff.
Oh. Come on, turn.
Oh, they're behind us.
I'd like to taste some freedom.
Extract is getting a little hot.
Calling down a sentry.
The firepower has arrived. Or-
I got it. I'm throwing a turret down there. Just be careful.
Okay.
I just kind of chucked it. I didn't really think on placement too much.
I was about to like pseudo jokingly be like, if you're just careful where you throw it, I won't have to be careful.
No, I chucked it because you said the extract was getting hot.
I'm just gonna run under this thing. I think. This
I will
strider.
hold the back line.
I died
Oh,
by
oh,
burning.
that'll happen.
I've lost an arm and a leg. but I stand. A bulwark between my brothers and the enemy.
I might stand as something in between you guys, but I think it's like a. I don't know if it's a bulwark. I think it's more like a flammable blanket. I don't know, something.
It is your heart that counts. And as long as it is not on the outside, you're doing something right.
Cool. I don't know where the.
Look at this
sound
mech,
is.
it is messed up.
I'd never seen the mech get tipped over before. Get on, Polaris. I think that was a. Oh, okay. He dropped it far away. Did they used to get knocked over when they died? Did I just haven't have played mech enough?
Yeah, they fall over when they get
Oh,
exploded.
okay. All right. I'm just not a hardcore enough mech player, I guess.
Dude does not Titanfall.
We gonna finish the trio here.
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
We're finishing this up. I think we're finishing this.
Welcome back. Democracy's reach extends a bit further, thanks to
All right, let me get some different army choice on.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the double-edged sickle just because fire.
Not a bad option.
But I do want to try the Liberator. But I think I'll just do that soon.
Putting the Dominator on.
Oh, we've got the Democracy Space Station here. All right.
Oh, is this right?
I really have not used a thermite.
Trying to figure out which helmet
Oh,
goes
the
with this.
Helpot Space Optimation is automatically.
Oh, I think that might be
activated.
right.
That's good.
It doesn't even let you pick it too. It's awesome.
Yeah, they updated that, right? It used to not be like that.
Yeah, you used to be able to pick it, and like kind of wasted it.
Yeah.
mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime. Engaging orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized.
Still go with the recoilless. That'll work well for the really big stuff. Can't leave home without the anti-tank. Love the rocket sentry. 120 does well. We'll just stick with it. Go with the little bit of life. That'll keep us from. It just helps us take less damage, and when we're using the sickle and lighting ourselves on fire, that'll be important.
All right, thoughts. This or the Predator strain?
I prefer bots in general.
if
I like the Predator strain.
What was harder out of the gate, this or the Predator strain?
Predator strain was like fucking ridiculous. Dude, the Predator strain was like, the Predator strain was like like playing a different game, man. It was like you loaded in and like you just got wrecked. And
It,
we
it
were just
really,
there was 4 of us organized, and we were all just like staying together, trying to cover each other. I've never dived and like shot back the way I was like I dived from like so much of my life. Um, yeah, nah, that the Predator was like a different level.
dude, we were actually like. That, I'm like thinking back, like that was a stupid question. Now that I'm thinking about it, dude, the Predator strain was
Dude, I should like pin those live streams or something, man, because that stuff was crazy.
I shouldn't have disrespected the bugs like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure all the people that normally play bugs are probably upset, you know, because like they're used to playing bugs and they play them because they're easy. Some of them, you know. Like I know some people probably just preferred them for whatever reason, but there's people that just preferred them because they're easier too,
Absolutely.
and so all of a sudden the difficulty's amped up.
Oh, my head.
Calling down a support weapon. Calling down fortification. Requesting sentry.
Oh my gosh. Just got one-shotted. Okay. Cool, cool.
Objective critical stratagem available.
That's tough.
Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
Calling down a support.
The Detection tower's about to spot us.
I'm counting on it.
For prosperity! Top ship!
Nice.
Pod asset destroyed.
Whoa, that's close. Drop it on top of me.
Mech down.
That's not good.
Cannon turret.
Oof.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if the medium armor is any better for me. It's probably just my issue.
I'm definitely feeling the difference with the heavy fire armor.
Okay.
Reinforcing.
I mean, I did get dropped on, but still.
Ready to liberate.
Requesting air support.
I'd like to see the automatons reinforce, or maybe even just someone reinforce the illegal broadcast towers so you can't just blow them up from a distance.
Just like too easy to be able to cap them from across the map or whatever.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's the most effortless secondary in the game to the point of being boring.
Well, it's kind of the same deal with the stratagem jammers, right? Like the stratagem jammers used to be
Calling down a sentry.
like, you know.
Unguarded. They
Well,
used to just be free pickings, and now they're, depending on how you tackle them and what's there, it can be quite challenging.
Yeah, I don't like how trivialized they can be with the new secondary or whatever, but
Yeah.
Get some! Get some!
oh, that guy's right behind me.
Dropship!
And he called in a dropship. All right, we're gonna, or maybe he didn't. Okay.
Sending in an eagle.
Requesting fortifications!
About to wreck this base.
How you guys doing on ammo?
I'm good.
Hey, go ahead, man.
Don't mind if I take your
Yeah, yeah.
resupply?
Go for it.
Do you?
Much appreciated.
It's cool that the effective range on the mortars is like, it's kind of interesting. It's not super far.
Yeah, they don't just be like, all right, haha, you're dead.
Yeah, not launching it from across the map or whatever.
Dude, my character's making noises when the mortars are like near her. Like, she's freaking.
Scared.
She's.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, what kind of person gets afraid of flaming mortars landing near them?
I mean, no Helldiver I know.
Calling in a Helldiver!
That's just a Tuesday, you know?
I know 4 Helldivers and 2 of them died during training.
Better to weed the weak ones out quickly, you know?
They didn't have what it took. They couldn't figure out how diving works.
Yo, imagine you're like that thief agent that needs to capture like the 10 permanents for the Helldiver training exam, you know?
Yeah, how do they do that?
Just think, it's like, hey, we need 10 terminids. It's like, you need 10 what?
My life
It's like, you heard us right. 10 terminids. Alive.
Sorry, I don't know if that's doable.
Do you guys remember that from the movies?
No.
Oh,
God, dude.
Dark Rivers.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude, those guys be blasting.
Oh my god, these mortars are so accurate.
Dude, the Devastators are rough.
And that was with. Actually, I don't think I was full health. I lied. I was about to say one hit me, but I don't. Something tells me I was not fully healthy.
Requesting orbital! Calling in reinforcements!
But these things are deadly.
The fact I've learned is that the autocannon actually will stun-lock the mortar Hulk if you hit him.
Really?
You hit them in the face and they stagger. Hit them again, they stagger. They just can't fight back. I don't know if they buffed the stagger this thing gives out, or what, but that's kind of crazy.
Holy shit, guys! I'm losing a 1v1 versus Hulk.
Dude, tell me about it.
All right.
Sending in an eagle. Calling in reinforcements.
I was like, I'll post up on this hill here and like rain down on this base, and I can't take out like one patrol.
Hulk said no.
I mean, there was like a patrol. It was actually the Devastators that were wrecking me, but still.
Calling down fortifications.
Have any of you guys tried Monster Hunter?
I tried it, man. I couldn't do it.
I'm a big fan of Monster Hunter, but I haven't gotten Wilds.
Been on the grind for Wilds.
Everybody I know likes it and speaks well of it. I just struggled to get into it, and
Yeah, Monster Hunter games kind of have slow, like the stories. That's not where really the fun is in the game, because you know the real fun's kind of when they add some more crazy monsters, like some elder dragons or some monsters that have just been known to sexually assault the players in terms of difficulty.
okay. It just felt like a weird autoplay game. I didn't like that I didn't feel in control of my character half the time.
What
I
weapons you use?
I thought the quote unquote tutorial was awful. And it was like, here, read about what buttons to press, and like none of it felt thematic to me, and I was just disappointed by that.
I know the game is designed around controller.
I was sold on Monster Hunter the first time I jumped off a cliff, punched a T-Rex in the face with a giant gun, and knocked it over. That was fun.
Yeah, like the opening scene where you're like, it's like auto running, and then you're supposed to like press a button kind of at the right time, but it doesn't really matter because it just like lets you auto complete whatever it is. That to me, oh my gosh, get killed by a mortar. That to me just felt really like, because I don't have the experience of like, you know, oh, it's really technical and like there's cool stuff you can do, you know, like my experience was like, oh, it's like an autoplay game, it plays itself, and I'm just,
Don't worry, it doesn't play itself at some point.
well, yeah, I just like struggled to get back into it.
Yeah, is that being your first impression really gonna kill the mood?
Yeah. And again, like everybody I know, like I believe it's a good game. It's just like that was my experience with it, so I don't, you know, what are you gonna do?
Oh jeez. Oh Jesus. Get up, Stim.
This Devastator just popped up in the air like 20 meters and then landed back again.
Seems like you're having some issues over there.
he just like popped up in the air for no apparent reason and then came back down. That was interesting. I think he got the new hover pack early, man.
That's classic automatons for you. Cheating bastards.
It's the fascist way.
Okay. All right. Well, that one was on me. So the breaker style thing that they do at close range, that will absolutely one-shot you. Ask me how I know.
I don't think I need to ask.
I don't think I want to know. You're fucking joking. No, why did it just,
Que te pasa?
when you try to place a anti-tank in a good spot so that you may rain down fire at the base, but Hill says
Oh,
no.
It'll probably work just as well at the bottom of the hill as it would have at the top. Right? Right? No? No, okay. Maybe not.
I can see about half the base from where I am. So not the absolute end of the world, but could have been a lot better. Alright. Oh, Jesus. That's some hoax.
I do like the autocannon. I don't use it enough anymore.
Yeah, it's good again.
Oh my. What is... So far I see 3 high explosives at the siege.
Ooh.
Calling in a hell bomb. Package acquired.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Hell bomb armed. Clear the area.
Get some! Get some! Requesting advanced weaponry.
Mission progress logged.
Reloading.
Knight, I love you.
Got you, man.
I don't even gotta look, I know that was you.
Package acquired. Air support.
There's more coming through there. I can't quite
Dropping package.
hit him just yet, though.
Requesting orbital strike.
Hey, what's up, Joe? How's it going, man? Just trying not to get wrecked on these bots, man. Nice, excellent strafing run.
Got it! Damn!
Thank you.
Oh, we got a couple more patrols. Kind of walked into that, didn't notice them. What do you think is a good tank for Elder Scrolls Online for PvE? What, just in general, Joe? Like, what do you? Are you new? Like, are you what? Like, do you want to get?
I will never not bring this heavy flame armor for incineration core.
Whew.
It is too good to not bring.
Oh my gosh! I just missed this guy point blank. I don't know how that's possible. They're all so you can play all classes, man. Like all classes are good now. The ones that people are going to ask for in groups, most likely, going to be a DK still. It's just ingrained in the collective memory of of everyone. And there are still reasons why you might want you would want one. So like it's still a good choice. They're also like Sorcerers is probably up there with the second one. Well, maybe second one is probably Necro, and then third is Sorcerer. Those are the 3 you're going to be asked for. Oh, that's a big cavern. Those are the 3 you're going to be asked for most often, and so can't hurt to have it. But you can play on anything, and they can be really good. I mean, but those are the 3 meta, quote unquote, meta classes right now. So, if that's something that you want to factor in there, the hardest one to play on by far of those 3, and actually just the hardest in general, is the Necro. Necro with the Necro Res also makes it like if you can get good on it, like it. You can carry people through content with it. I'm not new. Played back in 2016. Okay. Yeah. So, is the meta like hard? No. No. DK and Sorcerers are both really good, and then Necro is just the only one that's like pretty difficult, but has a lot of group utility and is still meta. It's just that it's probably the most difficult of those 3. For group, but Necros, I love them, but yeah, they're harder to play, and you know, there is some reward for it being hard to play because you can
Polaris, how you doing?
did I get it? Oh no, I didn't get it. Because like
Better than you might
the
think.
the res for new groups, like you can just be a hero, you know, like you can carry your group through content. So it's pretty cool.
I asked that at a terrible time, didn't I?
Yes.
Better than you might think. I will be free from pain and suffering soon.
Oh my god, I can't hit anything. I'm just getting wrecked.
I got most. There's only one thing left, I think.
What about Nightblade, Warden, or Templar? Nightblade is arguably, and it is arguable, but I think that it's the easiest class, with Sork being like a very close second for survivability, and you know, you can hold block on both those classes, and on a Necro you never have to, or I'm sorry, in a Nightblade you never have to let it go. I've got a 1-bar and a 2-bar build, so I mean, you said you're not new. I don't know if you need a 1-bar build, but it's there for you. 2-bar also, you know, just more buttons, more better. So Nightblade just has like the best sustain while blocking in the game, so that's why that's cool. The Warden is a little bit trickier. You're always going to have a Warden healer in most groups, so it's like less, you know, no one's going to be really asking for it probably. So that's like, and you know, you're already going to have all those buffs in groups. In group, it is one of the, like, I mean, it's not as bad as a Necro, but it doesn't have as good of stamina sustain, or there's more of a cost to your stamina sustain than other classes. And the Templar's like solid middle of the road. Templars used to be hot garbage, so some people still might incorrectly think that they are still hot garbage, and that's just not the case. But just realize that like that could happen. Oh god, I just dropped a 120 on myself. Well, at least I don't have to wait for it to blow up. DKs were good 10 years ago, and they're still good. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like DKs need they need to make changes because it is like that. To me, at least in my way of thinking of like everything should be good and viable and whatever. But yeah, no, they're still good. They've made a lot of changes, man, with the scribing and everything. Now any class can have a shield, and does have a shield. So it's like. You know, there's that was a big differentiator with classes that didn't have one, and so you don't have to worry about that now. Yeah, and so on and so forth. I don't know. I could talk about it. I was doing Dread Cell Reef hard mode just like an hour ago on a Templar. Just doing the first boss. It was a training run for everybody else. I've done that fight plenty of times. And it was great, honestly. It was terrific.
Hitting each other.
Yeah, it worked really well. So,
Unlike us Helldivers, they do not have impeccable teamwork.
oh man, just one of those days.
Players, you mind if I call down supplies?
Go ahead.
One thing I do sometimes, Mr. Me, is I just spam die, and then you always have all the supplies you need.
I know. I'm thinking about it, dude.
No, they don't have the they don't have the best sustain. I don't know if they. Yeah. I mean, Nightblades have the best sustain. That's why I mentioned them.
We're getting this fortress, dude.
Sork also has really. So Nightblade, Sork, and DK have the three best. They can sustain the best while blocking. That because that's what everybody means when they say sustain. So those are the those three are still the those are the best.
One left.
Because you can get back resources while blocking on all of them. Yeah, so those three have the best sustain. out of those three, I think DKs have the worst. So now, you know, you used to use like Igneous Shield to get back resources. Igneous Shield is just really not needed now. Like you don't even like you can use it to get back resources, but you're really just like using it to get back resources. Like there's not a strong, compelling reason to want to use it otherwise, because hardened armor it has a wicked shield on it right now, and so I think I see it. Nope, that wasn't it.
Wouldn't it be cool if when you killed, or when you got the ICBM out, it would credit you with like 10,000 kills on bots?
That would be really funny.
That would be cool. But yeah, they can still sustain while blocking via like combustion passive, and you can just use elemental susceptibility is probably what you want to use for that. That'll keep it
Jesus
proc
Christ.
80% of the time,
I'm trying to
which
take
gives
some of the
you
heat off
really
you.
good
Do you wanna try
sustain.
and get out,
So-
or I destroy the last bit, or
Yeah,
whatever?
did you see the new video? Is that what's prompting this?
I don't even know where this last thing is.
On your knees in human filth.
All right, I'm
Oh,
just
there it
gonna.
is. There it is.
Oh, I'm gonna stem and keep going. You found it?
Please. Hold on.
Oh,
See if that gets it. No, that'll. I might get it. That should get it.
Can you ping it?
Got it.
stem. Well, now I'm in the middle of this base with no reason to be here.
Run for your life, my friend.
Dude, I'm running for my life. I'm running for your life. Running for all the lives. Glad we get these new experimental drugs, though. Oh my gosh.
Calling in reinforcements.
Let us get out of here.
Helldiver, reporting to the front. Calling down a sentry.
Sending down sentry.
All right, we'll just head towards extract and call that good. Oh man, that was tough.
You may proceed to
Yeah, I
extract.
think I might go back to explosion armor still. I don't know. Hard to say.
Rare sample collected. Calling in extraction.
Extraction request confirmed.
I feel like I died 12 times this mission.
Last reload. Requesting
That
fortification.
might be because I did.
No, don't worry, we'll see.
Right.
Fortification.
Ah, yes. Look at that bounce.
Oh no.
Want it to go right there.
If you want this one, feel free.
Ah, we're good. We're good.
All right.
I don't think they're coming after us right now.
Not feeling democratic today, Polaris? I don't know. Polaris might be a bot, man.
I don't even speak binary.
Whoa, watch it there, buddy.
Yeah, he's definitely a bot.
Jeez.
Anything to root out a traitor, I'm sorry, but it had to be done.
Do I prefer a certain tank besides Necro?
Point me to the enemy.
Man, I like them all. I've been having a lot of fun with Templar recently. Sork is great. Sork is super fun. Streak, like being able to streak and stuff, is super cool. And like you can just survive so well on Sork. Sork is the top tier for survivability.
This is like 5 years ago, and they're still like laying the groundwork for this game, like thinking of the concepts and stuff for some support weapons. So I'm like, dude, what if we put a gun on a drone? It's like, no, but hear me out. Hear me out. This thing, it's not like your regular drone you see like out and about in the sky today. This shit's got fucking boosters. This is a jet engine powered drone that's got a gun on it, and not like a turret, like a gun that the Helldivers would carry. Like, make it look like that.
I mean, it's probably just like, hey, we already have guns. Can we just like rig one to like fly around? You know what I mean? It's like Gen 1. Gen 2 will be like more custom built.
Gen 2's gonna have a Gatling sentry on it.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Sorry, 1 second, Joe, and then I'm just gonna say bye, man, and then I'll chat with you about it.
We fought the good fight.
Well, I killed a bunch of guys, and did die 10 times.
Killed lots of bots.
Yeah, I died a bunch of times, but it was fun.
But you not only got the most kills, you shot the most bullets, you hit the most bullets, and you used the most stims, so you were just in it.
Okay.
In the thick of it.
Jeez.
He did the most of it.
Oh, man. Well, that was a good time, guys. Thanks for playing. A lot of fun.
It was good. You guys have a good night.
Yeah, I'll catch you. Saturday we'll be doing the thing, if not before then, so.
All right. We'll see you.
All right, man. Later. So yeah, let's talk about this. Oh, interesting. Do people not prefer you as a Templar tank? Most people are going to ask for a DK, Necro, and maybe a Sork. The thing is that, especially with the current state of the meta, man, you don't really need those. Like you only reason you need a DK is so that your buff DPS DK doesn't have to run all these skills, which is like, I guess, fair and valid. So that's why people ask for a DK. I think DK has been good for so long. For a long time, Templars were, like I said, were hot garbage. People still think that. It's been over a year since Templar has been in a really good spot, but people still think they're bad. So man, it just kind of depends who you play with is kind of what it comes down to, you know. It sucks because like a lot of people too, the other issue is that they don't know what to tell you to do if you're not on a DK, because that's the only tanking class they know. So if you're in like a trial or something and they're struggling, but so the sorcerer has like just the best survivability. Using Streak is like really fun. It's not actually Streak, it's the other morph, but Streak is really fun to be able to teleport. Really cool. What else? I mean, that helps for ad pools. It helps all kinds of different situations. Nightblade has like a heal over time style. Like you keep your buffs up, And as long as you do that, you actually heal passively for a decent amount of damage, at least 4k a second. And they don't have, like, they can do teleport strike, which you don't need. It's again just for fun. But they're like also the easiest, right? So that comes into play as far as like holding block and being able to survive. So Templar, I love their class taunt, which is really cool. It's like cool that they have a class taunt. It's like one of only 2 classes that really do, and it works really well. I loved playing on it earlier. Like honestly, it was like legit super fun. They potentially, so Templars could have better sustain. Like you'll be just as good as the other tanks in like non-optimized situations, but in optimal situations there's some buffs that already are included on your Templar build that make your sustain just as good as everybody else. But if everybody else gets those buffs, they're going to sustain a little bit better, so it's not as good. Warden again. Warden is fun. They have a crazy insane heal. The heal is just like super OP. I don't necessarily love them as a tank in general. Like they work well, they're really fun. It's just one of the like my lower least favorite. And again, you're going to have a warden healer in every group. I think a lot of people don't understand the current state of group composition too, so they think they need things that they don't actually need in their group in the average situation. Hyper and Tank Club really make Templars and Nightblade the worst tanks, which is why most people don't want them. Yeah, but the reason for that is because they don't understand how those classes work. They have both said, I don't know who said this, and then I assume somebody said it and they just kept repeating it. But Nightblade, like they say that it doesn't have a burst heal, and that you need to like stand still to get the buff from a couple of abilities. That has not been really true in a long time, and those abilities work really good if you're moving. They're just like this extra icing on top if you're stationary. You don't need to be stationary. Like both of them just get a bigger heal. For a Nightblade, it's like 8k per second or 85k, or I'm sorry, 8.5k if you're like standing still or something, versus only like 4k if you're moving. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but it just really is the mentality of like people were doing it this way, and that's how we do it, and people just don't, like, they didn't read the class skills and know that they have a burst heal, to know that like it doesn't matter if you're moving around. They're all in a great spot, man. So the top 3 for survivability, just to give you like here I'll just make it really clear. The top 3 for survivability is arguably Nightblade or Sorcerer. Sorcerer, you technically have to drop block. Nightblade, you don't even have to do that. So like they're both up there though. They both have all the great damage mitigation. Sorcerer has even more survivability, but most tanks die because they run out of resources, so either one of them are fine. DK is also up there. Those are the 3: Sorcerer, Nightblade, and DK. Again, Sorcerer and DK, people are going to ask for more often or be more like accepting of. People are going to think that a class was bad 6 years ago, so it must still be bad. And again, we know that's not the case, but it doesn't mean that a lot of people that are really toxic, they think they know things they don't know, and they just want to be like, oh, I know so much, and they'll be like, oh, that class is garbage. You might have to deal with that, right? If you play a Nightblade or something else, they might not realize why it doesn't really matter. Again, there are reasons to play a DK, because like igneous weapons, you don't necessarily, a DK DPS doesn't necessarily want to run that. You don't really need or want to stagger in most situations, although you could. And again, a DK DPS is not going to want to do that. That's really for like really sweaty groups, which even then you really don't really need it. I mean, it's good, but it's just not necessary. It's not gonna be the difference between like clearing and not clearing or whatever. Yeah, and all the other buffs you get from the class or whatever, you get from the the DPS in your group. Sorks, kind of the same thing. The only thing is that there's like one fight, and maybe you could argue there's a couple more situations where you're split. And so if you have a DK DPS and or a Sork extra, a DK tank and a Sork tank, you can split. So you have a DK tank on one side and the DK DPS on the other side, a DK DPS on one side, and a DK, or I'm sorry, a Sork DPS on one side and a Sork tank on the other side for the buffs or whatever. So, anyways, Necro is also so that's the 3 easiest to play classes. Those 3. For what is like meta, it's DK, Sork, and Necro. Those are the 3, meta. And then again after that, it's like really all up to you. Yeah, it's also because DK is easy. The thing is, Joe, that a DK is actually not easy. So a Nightblade is easier than a DK, and a Sork is easier than a DK. It's easy for those guys. They think it's the easiest because that's the thing they main, and so they just like talk about it. Right? If you play something a lot, it's going to feel easiest to you. A DK DPS or a DK tank is not the easiest tank. It's the easiest because people have been on it for forever, and because other people can give you good advice or whatever about how to play it. But it's not that it's like a Nightblade. A Nightblade tank is the easiest tank in the game. That's all there is to it. You can use a 1-bar Nightblade tank and get all the buffs and do everything you need to do for your party. And so there's somebody in our guild Nani, who is somebody who plays with one hand. And because she has some issues with mobility or other hand, so she plays with one hand and she has buttons on her mouse, and she tanked like Kind's Aegis hard mode on my 1-bar Nightblade build, right? And it was her build wasn't even finished too. Like she was still missing some stuff that she needed to level up. That's the easiest class to play on. That is the easiest. Just period. Sork is I would argue a very close second or almost just as good, and so you can't do a 1-bar on that, so it's not as good for beginners, but yeah, it's just as survivable. And then DK actually comes in third out of all of those. But again, these guys are they've been playing the same thing for a long time, and I'm trying to attribute reasons why they think that that are the most kind and understanding or whatever the reason is. I don't know, but it is the way it is. It's not objectively true, right? So just something to keep in mind. I don't know if most people know that, though, is the only thing. So you might have to deal with people that are, so anyways, those are the best. That's also the easiest, 2 different categories. And like I said, the Necro with the res is kind of like a special category. And then obviously like DKs, you can still Magma Shell, stuff like that. So they're a very good tank. Like all 3 of those up top, as far as like, being the easiest to play, they're all very, very good. It's a matter of relatively small degrees, but it's just like objectively DK is at the bottom of that list of those top 3, which again, we're talking like small changes. So yeah, did I answer all your questions, man? You got anything else for me I could answer for you? Happy to help. Yeah, and for DK is so generic. Yeah, I don't everybody wants to play it. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I thought the Templar with their charged attack explosive charge, that's what it's called, for their taunt is super fun. And it's a different play style, so I just kind of like mixing it up a bit. Trying to think of what else to say. I've seen a few Nightblade tanks. They just never died. Yeah. I mean, probably because you could never run out of resources if you know how to play on them, right? The same thing can happen with a Sork as well. So, yeah. And then the other thing is like when you play a non-meta class, a lot of times like you have to figure it out for yourself. You can't just listen to what somebody else tells you. And if you take the time to learn a class like that, you'll know it better and you'll be better at playing it. Right. So like some of that is like self-selecting. If you say, hey, I'm going to play this class that is not meta, I have to figure it out. I've got to learn everything. You learn at a deeper level than someone who's like maybe watches some videos and feels like they know it, kind of tricks themselves into thinking they know the class better than they do. And you'll see that happen as well. Another thing that I've seen recently is that I've seen a lot of DK builds, right? One of the main reasons DK is supposed to be so easy is because you can so just so you know, all tanks have the same basic sustain. It's really just a question of like, can they sustain while blocking? That's what everybody is really talking about. DKs can do that, but I have seen builds a lot recently that don't have a really good way of what is going on over here. That don't have a good way of proccing the combustion passive. Like using an enchant is not gonna, unless you have an infused weapon, probably not the best idea. If you have an infused weapon, it'll work quite well, but usually you just want to use elemental susceptibility. You also don't want to use like any of the oh, I'm trying to think of what the skill's called, but there's a skill that like will, guarantees proc burning on the first hit. Man, what is it called? let me just pull it up. I'm terrible with skill names. It heals you for a portion of the damage caused as well. Let me see here. Burning Embers, or I guess the other, yeah. Burning Embers or Venomous Claw, I suppose, but Burning Embers like guarantees a proc for burning, which will give you that passive to give you resources back, but it doesn't continue to proc it. Elemental Susceptibility is a guaranteed proc, and it'll keep up, like I said, 80% uptime on those recoveries. So it's weird to hear people like, oh, it's the best because of the recoveries, and then they're not running the right skills to maximize the recoveries on it. I don't know. I've also seen like recently like Tank Club. I don't know how much he's playing ESO right now, and some of his advice I would just find a little bit further afield than what I would personally recommend than something like what Hyper is recommending. I disagree with Hyper on some stuff. I think that's mostly because he's like a score pusher, someone who's like, what is completely optimal. You can take off your heal because your healers trust your healers to keep you alive. That's cool, but I don't think most of us like live in that world, and so I usually give advice that's more, for the everyday player or whatever. But I tend to like his stuff a little bit better than the Tank Club. Some of his stuff I have, and I found this some historically, but a little bit more recently, where just like, yeah, that's like objectively kind of bad advice. So, anyways, is what it is. I don't mean to like disparage. I just want to warn you so that you don't go look at something and be like, hey, they recommended, whatever for something, and then you got to recraft gear. It doesn't work well for you. That's the only reason I want to say something. But yeah, man. Yeah, if you got any other questions, let me know, or you can always drop them on one of my videos. If it's a fresh comment, it pops up, and so I'll be able to see it. But yeah, I think I'm going to call the stream here, guys. Unless anybody else has anything, I'll give you guys a second to say something. I don't think we have anything. Usually Wednesdays are a day off. We'll see if that holds true for tomorrow. And then Thursday we've got DSR hard mode at like 8 o'clock or something, Mountain Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. And then Friday we'll also have that same hard mode group running again, and a VSS hard mode running before that. I'm Nightblade healing both those groups, if I'm recalling correctly. I think that's right. You might try the Nightblade tank. Okay, yeah, man, it's good. Check out my videos here on the channel. They'll tell you everything you ever wanted to know about a Nightblade. Yeah, it should be pretty solid for you. But they're a great choice and they're fun. Yeah, are you making a fresh one, Joe? So one thing to are you like respecking what you already got? Making a fresh one. Okay. One thing to consider, you don't have to do it. Like a Nord is not a bad choice on a Nightblade because they don't have any class, armor or whatever. You don't need to be a Nord to get to resistance cap. That's one thing that Hyper always says, and it's just not true. You also don't need to don't change your jewelry or Mundus or anything like that. I've got a generic guide that'll do the math for you or show you how to get there. But one thing you might consider, if you run a Red Guard, man, Red Guards get back. So when you look at all the classes, like what a DK gets back while blocking, all those classes the Nightblade, like I just mentioned, it's basically pretty close to what a Red Guard will give you. For the Nightblade, it's the exact same as a Red Guard will give you, just by being that race. And that is going to make that class, it's going to make it super easy for you. So something to consider. Argonian, hey man, dude, if you like Argonians, 100% play an Argonian because you like it. If you're thinking about like reduced potion cooldown and, then you're an Argonian that gets the benefit of the potion drinking and, stuff like that. I've tried that. I've tried it in really sweaty content and it works. It's not game changing or anything. It wasn't so good that I was like, oh, I would recommend this. Like it's fine to do. and you might want to do it because it's fun or it's different. But yeah, the race, play the one that if you like playing Argonians. I have Mother Clucker here on the channel. She just loves Argonians, and so yeah, man, make them all Argonians. Just go for it. It's going to be just fine. It doesn't matter. I've done that whole thing. So it really, some are better than others. Like I said, but you're going to be okay on an Argonian. It's not a big deal. Yeah. All right, man. I'm going to call it here. Well, I appreciate you dropping by. Thanks for asking questions. Always nice to be able to chat and help people out. And then yeah, guys, we'll probably not see you guys tomorrow. Maybe sometimes I do a bonus stream, but we'll probably see you on Thursday. So you guys have a great night. Joe, it's nice chatting with you, man. Let me know. Like I said, if you have any other questions, just drop in the comments, or you could always come by the Discord or what have you. So, all right, guys, have a good night, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks, everybody, for watching.